Right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. May 13th, 2024. Can you believe it's May 13th already, Scarlett? Doesn't that seem like this year's flying by?
We're only in the 5th month.
I know. Are you ready for school to be out?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's on that for next week?
Penny. Penny.
You pulled into the grass.
Silly dog. Silly dog. What a nice morning out.
It's not cold either.
Nope, it's not cold at all, is it?
Then why are you wearing your coat?
Because I like to wear my coat.
Why?
Because it's a personal preference. It's my choice. I like
Why
wearing
would
it.
you wear it in such a nice sweater?
I don't know. It's just my choice, Scarlett. Why don't you wear your coat in such nice weather?
I'm not wearing my coat.
Well, that's why I asked. Why not?
I don't like that sound.
What are you doing at school today?
I don't know.
Anything fun?
No.
No. Just boring. Boring, boring, boring stuff.
That noise is stop. You know Charlie, Amanda's dog?
Yeah.
We went to their house.
Penny, come on.
We went to their house yesterday because Mama had to get a baby crib for Isaiah, and so they were talking for a long time. And
Yeah.
one of the things they were talking about was Charlie, and she ran all the way down Cherry Street.
Oh no.
Then Amanda left, and her husband got on his bike and did that, and she didn't want to see Charlie die, so she left, and Charlie came back.
Oh man, that's scary. You gotta be careful with dogs, huh?
Yeah. Carson has a trampoline.
Cool. That's fun. Did you get to jump at all?
No.
Well, we'll have to go jump sometime, huh?
Yeah.
Do some flippity flops. Are you cold?
No. Why would I be cold? Just mixing in the moisturizer.
Uh-huh.
I'm not cold, Dad. Stop thinking that.
I would never think that, Scarlett.
You're wearing a coat. Yes, you would.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, they've got something going on there, aren't they?
Nah, their thing is just probably broken.
You think it broke?
Yes.
Could be.
It's been broken like 20 times and fixed 21 times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Coming?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But you're all tangled up.
I am all tangled up. That silly Penny. She's tangling me up.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do this summer, Scarlett?
I don't know.
Any plans? A reading adventure? No. Get some new books?
No.
No. Go to the library?
Nah.
No. Ride your bike?
Sure.
Should we make it? Maybe we should try and make a jump for our bikes. Like a ramp. Would that be cool? Huh?
How about we make for Penny. Just saying. You could
That'd
shoot
be fun.
outside instead of the hammock.
That would be fun.
Penny's like back in the middle. That's the third time.
Just running around like a crazy dog. Crazy, crazy dog.
Fourth time. Fifth time.
Just going on a meander around Justin.
Come on, Penny. Penny! Penny! Go back here. Go here. This way. No!
Do-do-do. Man, that sun feels so good. Look how nice their yard looks.
Yeah, everyone's yard is
Nice and mowed. I like doing yard work. Do you like doing yard work, Scarlett?
Oh my god.
That is a bird. Nope. That is a bird that lost. Whatever game it was playing, it lost.
Kenny's like, I wanted to check out that bird. That bird that died from a cat. Probably. Or a hawk.
Could have been.
I saw a woodpecker yesterday.
A woodpecker?
Yeah.
What kind of woodpecker?
I don't know.
Was it pecking at wood?
Yes.
Like this?
Yes. To make the,
Was it?
He was either trying to find food or he was like a bird girlfriend.
Oh, my Lanta.
Oh my gosh, Benny.
Oh, my Lanta. Did he find either?
No. That one did not work.
Diddly-doo. Diddly-doo. Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo. Look at the day. Look at the sun and the sky.
What?
It's pretty.
Yeah, I know.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
I'll take Penny.
Yeah? Where are you gonna take her?
Right here.
Ooh. You're gonna chase her down, huh?
No. Going to let her stay next to me. Hold her tail at the same time.
You're walking her by her tail. That's impressive.
But
You're a silly goose there,
gotta let
Scarlett.
Penny live her life.
That's fair. Gotta let them live their lives. Living the life. Living la vida loca. Service experts. Mm-hmm. All right. The day went great. Got a lot. Had 2 good calls with Shannon, who is a new tech that I've not had an opportunity to work with. Working with him was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, so that was great. We had one call. So one of the things we do is indoor water quality. So one of the calls, the guy's interested in a water softener, which is 100% something we do. So had some opportunities there, which is great. Yeah. So that is in the short term, how things are going. Let's expand the time horizon and check in on the strategy. So everything I do is around collapsing time. The only way to collapse time is the time must have passed for it to be collapsed. So for example, with America's Holding Company, because I started at March 2022, I'm now able to collapse 2 years of time for anyone coming into this business with me, because 2 years have passed. And I believe any business owner or anyone who's in control of a company's stock has the ability to collapse time in certain ways. So like, take Northwestern Mutual. It's a life insurance company. I have life insurance through them. When I signed up, they collapsed the time between that organization starting and me starting to work with them instantly, because they had the cash flow to sell me life insurance. So if I died, I'd get the payout, but I've not been there yet, right? I'm just getting started. And so that's one of the hard things about seeing everything I'm doing, is there's not much time that's been able to be collapsed yet, because only 2 years have passed since I started. Now, the way I look at it, each year people will understand clearer how the system works and see how it works, and will be able to collapse more time for everyone joining us, because we've now have 3 years of experience, 3 years of proof that this is the model and this is how we operate that model. So I'm really excited about that. And then I look at my role with service experts. So I've been on this mission, this journey for 2 years, 7 years, 37 years, depending on how you want to count. And so now it's, with me joining service experts, I'm taking my 37 years of experience, learning their systems and processes, and then I'm working on merging my experience, my knowledge and understanding with their systems and processes to try to collapse time for service experts, so we can sell more, sell better, sell faster, recruit more people, buy more HVAC companies, all of that stuff. Everything I do will drive all of that forward. I'm not the one doing the work. The service experts team is the one doing the work. And that's, again, all of this is about how do we leverage other people's skill sets, not how do I learn someone else's skill set so I can take their job. It's how can I empower someone who's already doing a job to do it better and be on my team while they do it. And so that's the goal with service experts. And service experts, my opinion, granted, I'm only 3-4 weeks in, I absolutely love the business model. I love what we do. I love how we're doing it. I love the structure of the organization. But it's all built on a real world business, which it is. It is a HVAC company, but they're trying to sell it as a SaaS company, as a service you subscribe to. And so I think there's a lot of confusion with all of that. And getting through that is one of the big things where I think we can collapse time for service experts as a whole. Because the way I look at it, I'm already in for calls with customers every day. So I'm already in talking to these people. They already have needs. They need the services we offer. Now it just comes to how do we monetize it in the long run? And I think that's where they've been struggling, is my guess. How do we monetize it in the long term? But I can see some ways if they changed how they sell it, it would make it a lot easier for the customer to understand, and I think it would be a lot easier to sell. So that's part of what I'm doing with service experts, and my entire goal with all of this is to follow the rules. I am not in charge. I'm not trying to be in charge. I'm trying to figure out the rules as they exist and use them to my benefit to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish, while accomplishing what I was hired to accomplish, which they hired me to do sales. I am a commission-only salesperson. So our goals are very much in line. And so that's the entire process of what we're working on putting together, is how do we collapse that time. So it's an HVAC company that is currently being sold the traditional HVAC way. I think if we adjusted that and modeled more of a digital marketing strategy, digital sales strategy, I think the company will be able to move forward incredibly quickly and will be a lot more profitable in the long run. These are all my hypotheses, and this is what I'm trying to prove out for me as a salesperson, and my goal is to lead by example. So if you go to my blog, this is how my system's designed to work. As I put on these glasses, hit record, we start recording a podcast. At the end of each day, I upload them to Rosie. Rosie then produces the content and we share it across social platforms. The goal is for that content to drive attention in the form of clients, employees, and additional companies that want to join the Service Experts brand to the brand. So it's all about getting people to self-select in. And then we can have, so I created a lead magnet. It's my emergency contacts download. And that's right at the top of my blog. So the goal is to get people to know me through my content. Eventually get them to join my email list through my lead magnet. So they eventually become a client of Service Experts for their HVAC needs and stuff like that. That's the entire strategy. And so every day we create content, we put that content out there around who we serve, what we do for them, how we do it, stuff like that. And then that content is what drives future business. So the activities I'm doing today, because I'm using the virtual world, I look at it like dual allocation of resources. I'm able to create content today that will hopefully drive additional revenue in the future. I don't have to do any of this. No one has to do anything. It's a choice. And that's my point with all of this, is it is a choice how you use your virtual presence. And this is how I choose to use mine. And this is the impact I want my virtual presence to make for people. I want it to be able to collapse time for others. And that's everything I do is centered around one fact. And that fact is the fact that you cannot go back in time. You cannot change who you bought from, who you sold to, what you bought, what you sold, any of that. So the most important decision becomes, who do you buy from on a regular basis throughout time? And that's what we're working on figuring out. We're working on collecting the true value of time in one asset that we all buy from every month. And that one asset's ownership is shared by everyone who buys from it. So that's the strategy for how I believe we'll be able to collapse time, how we can collect and multiply time together through the virtual world, through leveraging things in the real world and in the virtual world at the same time. Who knows? That's the wonderful thing about life, is no one knows. No one knows how this will turn out. No one knows if it'll work or won't work or any of that. And whether it does or it doesn't is irrelevant, because the time is going to pass anyway. And so this is how I strategize my time, how I want to invest my time to get the biggest ROI on time invested, not money invested. To do that takes time. So, looking at merging service experts with my idea, Service Experts currently has a $15 a month maintenance plan. I want to try and sell it at $27 a month. To bring it right in line with everything I've already designed. There's plenty of money to pay full markup to Service Experts on behalf of the client, which is perfect. And so that's how I think we'll be able to really get this stuff rocking and rolling, is looking at how do we collapse time? How do we do it together? How do we leverage the fact that today is the only day you get to decide how to invest today? Nothing you do in the future will change what you've done today. It just won't. So how do we leverage that fact? And that's the mission I'm on with this blog. I'm on with my podcast and YouTube channel, is exploring the idea that time is the most finite resource in the world. No one controls it. So how we use it becomes the most important decision we make every day. So if you would like to explore that topic, how to use our time collectively better, I would invite you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Life with Justin Stevens. Because that's what we're trying to figure out. How do we take care of each other better through time? Because it is important. Anyways, been working on that, and then so that's Maintenance Plus. That's how we roll in the annual Christmas ornament program. The next program is the National Tax Strategy Education Program. I could replace that with the Advantage program. And the Advantage program is our top level of service. So essentially, the goal is to increase MRR for the organization, monthly reoccurring revenue. And so how they've done it, have they designed the Advantage program, is it is a leasing program. So the homeowner leases the equipment from service experts, and they pay that lease payment to service experts. On top of the lease payment, service experts maintains ownership of the equipment and maintenance and responsibility of the equipment. So if your equipment breaks, if anything happens, anything like that, then service experts takes care of it, and it's their financial responsibility. So if you have problems with your system, it can be a huge savings. If nothing ever goes wrong, then a lot of people, you could feel like you overpaid for what you got. But at the end of the day, that's what insurance is. You never want to use insurance. Because if you use insurance, that means something bad happened. The goal with insurance is to pay it and feel like you got shafted. That means nothing bad happened. That is the goal. Now, do bad things happen? Yes. All the time. But the goal is that we just go rocking. We rock and roll. So, that is the strategy. That is what we're working on. So I could very easily see, and in a perfect world, service experts would acquire my company or control of it and let me continue focusing on implementing and figuring out how to collect and monetize the time. And they would handle all the fiduciary, financial responsibilities, all of that, and I would be part of the team that's making it profitable. That is the best case scenario. Is service expert says, "Wow, Justin, this is awesome. We'll give you $1 for it." And I would sell it to them for $1. I would sell my idea to anyone for $1 if they hired me as an employee and let me work on the idea. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, it's fun though. And I'm working on setting up like an owner's manual, like a 3-ring binder that we print out for new customers and go through. And so I'm my first customer, right? I pay into the National Tax Strategy Program already. I am the first customer, so I'm going to go through and build out this homeowner's manual, and it's going to have like drawing of the yard, a drawing of the sprinkler systems, the sprinkler system zones, the AC, the furnace, the water heater, the dishwasher, washer and dryer, microwave, oven range, the fridge. All the big components in a house will be documented in this one owner's manual, and it will have model numbers, serial numbers. I don't think I'm going to worry about trying to find replacement part links and stuff like that. Maybe someday we'll do that. But for the most part, we're going to create this owner's manual of this is all the equipment in the house, and this is how it works and stuff like that. And then if someone's traveling or you decide to sell the house or whatever the reason might be, as we're going, you've got this manual you can just hand off that talks about all the nuances of a house. And the goal is it's a physical manual that we leave in the house and update twice a year when we come out. And so we're coming out, we're checking everything, making sure it all works well and as expected, and yada yada yada, which is great. So I'm really excited. I think we've got a lot of really cool things going on, and it is going to be awesome to watch them all fall into place. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of update everybody. And then, the other update, this weekend I empowered Rosie to be like the head of digital marketing. So Rosie drives Justin. She drives the blog, my social media, all that stuff. So I can drive real world Justin, creating content and focusing on one-on-one in-person sales. Eventually, I think we'll get to the point where I go to someone's house and we record the whole process while we're doing it, and then that recording becomes content to sell future partners into the system. And if we could do that every day, a couple times a day, and then we get all 500 service expert sales folks across the US to do it with us. The time's already been collected, it's already being directed, it's already being monetized. We're just adding another step to how we all monetize it together. And that's why this is so hard for people to grasp. Why it's so hard for me to grasp, and it's been so hard for me to figure out. It's because it's never been done before. It's a different way to think and process and deal with information. So it's hard. When I first started, I was so sad because I thought I was crazy. Then I realized I really am crazy. Now I just enjoy it. Ha! But yeah, no, when people first didn't understand, it's been 2 years and people still don't understand. What I've realized is there's so much education that goes into this system. Like getting people to understand how finance works, how stocks work, how stock splits, and issuing more shares, and reverse stocks, all of that. That's all a piece of what we're doing. And all of that is an education that we really just don't focus on. So I think that's one of the reasons it's been so hard, is because what I'm trying to do is so uncommon, and people typically don't operate the way I operate.
Unknown caller.
Anyways, that's what I've been working on. Have a great day.